Hey everyone, it's the James and Greg Show.
Week 6 of
The Amazing Race.
Oh, they're in Zimbabwe. What happens?
Oh my gosh. Baboons,
Lions,
giraffes,
tigers,
zebras.
no bears.
Oh.
Anyway, stick around. Look live outside because it's a beautiful day.
It is. It's sunny California, 75.
I know, and
February.
who knew?
Can you believe it?
No. But we're here for week 6 of the Amazing
Are you
Race.
sure it's not 7?
I think it's 6.
Okay.
Maybe 7. I don't know. But we're past the halfway point.
We're past the halfway point. Teams have been eliminated. Last week, it was well strung. Very sad. They got eliminated in Prague.
I know. So they traveled from Prague to Zimbabwe.
Ooh, I love Zimbabwe.
And it's a 2-hour episode. First hour is basically safari, and the second one is more traditional Amazing Race through the city.
I got to see my favorite animal, giraffes. Lots of
I was going to
them.
guess. You didn't give me a pause.
Oh, you were going to guess?
I was going to guess.
It wasn't the rhino, which they were going to the rhino conservatory.
Right.
But there were lions.
And tigers.
And zebras.
But no bears.
But lots of giraffes, which I love.
Yes. True.
What's your animal?
Giraffes are cool.
That's it? You're just going to go with mine? You don't like baboons?
Elephants are nice.
Okay, there you go.
I like elephants.
I like giraffes. So what happened?
Okay, so anyway, they get there. They have to spend the night in the tents, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the big shocker of the season, it's partner swap.
What the heck are you saying, wife swap? It's team swap.
Sure. So they swap partners, and they spend the day with them. What's the difference? So they get there. They have to set up tents. Whoever sets up the tents, the order you get them completed is the order you get to choose.
Right. Who's your new wife, I guess, in his world?
So there were 6 teams left. So 3 pairs ended up switching.
Yep.
Cody got done first. They chose Team Extreme.
He was very good at that, I must say.
Oh, set up the tent?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he was in the armed forces. He set up tent.
Oh yeah, I guess you do.
Just didn't do anything.
No.
I didn't know anything.
She's like, I don't glamp.
can't.
I glamp.
I don't know how to do
I
it.
glamp myself. That means somebody else sets up the tent, Greg.
Oh, okay, I was wondering. And then let's see, the second done was the lifeguards.
Yep.
And they teamed up with the twins.
The
right?
twins.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then the other team was
The
probably I have it written down somewhere. Oh, Indy Boy. Okay, so the Lifesavers did Indy Boys, and Yale and the twins were together.
yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yale and the twins, yes.
Yeah.
Because that got really exciting when they started driving 4-wheel drives.
Oh, that
I
was
love
fun.
that.
So the first thing they hit was a detour, whether it was tracking rhinos or going through the bushwhack. So it's rhino track or bushwhack. So rhino track was the one that was go through they ride on horseback.
They ride on horseback, they go all through this area of Zimbabwe, and then they had to collect things on the ground
From poachers.
from poachers. But what they didn't remember was that, you had to remember the order you picked up the stuff.
Where you picked it up by a picture and the order you got it in, right?
Yes.
So that was the one side. It looked like half the teams did.
Half
each
and half, yeah.
Half. Because the Team Cody and the Extreme.
U-turn.
Well, no, that's early.
That's
later.
next?
So what happened is the two
I'm
people,
excited about the U-turn.
Christy and Jess,
Yes.
they couldn't drive stick.
Oh, that was so funny.
Yeah.
Like, go on the show and learn stick. If you think you're ever going to go on Amazing Race, I think you should learn stick.
Yeah, I know how to do it.
I do too.
So they were going to so they ended up having to do the horseback one.
Right.
While the other half of the team went into the car.
And the horseback one wasn't their forte.
No, because
They were more car girls, I think. Well, I don't know what Jess
it
is.
shows you who the stronger member of the teams are
Right.
on both of those teams.
It really did.
So
So you know Team Extreme, which
yeah.
is the stronger person now.
not Christy, it's Jen, right?
Yeah.
Jen.
It's Jen.
Yeah. So Cody and Jen barreled through the driving part.
Oh
They
my
were done
gosh.
before
They're like
everyone
walking
else.
in mud really quickly.
And Phil was like, "You're here already?"
I know, that was so fast.
Awesome. It's like, "You're done?" But what happened is you have to wait for the other half of your team to get to check in to go to the next one.
Right. So that got a little tense.
They stood there. So what happened to the other half of the team? They went through the going through the bush looking for the people. Looking for the poachers' evidence.
Poachers' evidence.
And they couldn't remember.
They couldn't remember the order.
No,
at all.
Right.
So
they were stuck there trying to figure out what the other teams did. Now, Brittany and Alex, they were fine.
Yeah, they were fine.
They went straight through it. And boom, basically had to switch one thing and they were done.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And
I was so proud of them, actually.
They ended up waiting for the drivers
yes.
to get done through the mud and everything else. So that was Brittany and Alex. And then Evan and the twin.
Ooh, I loved Evan. She came in and she's like, I don't think I need any to help them.
No, because Jess was so, why don't you help us? And Evan's like, let me give it a shot try first.
Do you want to work as teams? She said, do you want to work as teams? And Jessica was like, nah. Or Jessica was like, Evan was like, no thanks.
Let's give it a try first.
And she goes, you know what? You have to have someone on your team that can say no.
Yes. And so they went and tried it, and then we're done. So, and then Jess and
Jess and Christy were like stuck. So many different tries.
Yeah. So,
Jessica kind of had it in the beginning. It was just the last two.
Yeah.
So good for her.
So basically, what happened is the last teams out of the detour were the two strongest teams.
Right.
But they weren't that far behind the twins and Yale.
Right.
Okay. So they had to go back in. They did the detour. Then they went back in. What did I miss? Oh, they were going to the pit stop.
Let's see. Evan wants to tackle on her own. Not surprised by that.
Right.
What did that mean?
What?
Oh, she wanted to tackle the thing on her own. Yes, that's what I wanted.
But it was interesting to watch them drive the trucks, get stuck in the mud, try to figure out dealing with the animals. But the funniest thing was
like a long hour of.
I know, but the funniest thing was Jessica and Christy just going, "Hey, I'm on a dude ranch."
Did they know that they were? Did they think no one was getting eliminated? Because no one was, obviously.
But they were like,
maybe it was like
beautiful.
It was a 2-hour episode, though.
Well, yeah, they don't know that though.
Oh well, they really were slackers.
I know, it was so slow. Well, finally, what happened was it wasn't really the end of a lap. It was just a continuation that took them back into town, into the capital of Zimbabwe.
Right, which was fun because they had to do some crazy stuff with their original partners. So everyone swapped back. They were all pretty much now on equal turf.
Well, the Indie Boys in Life and the lifeguards got out first.
Right.
They had a league. The other 4 teams were bunched up because they literally Big Brother and Team Extreme were right behind the other two.
Right.
So it was a dead place. But what they didn't know, there was a double U-turn coming up.
Oh.
And since Indy and the lifeguards got there first, they U-turned Big Brother.
Yes.
And for some reason, they didn't do Team Extreme. They did Team Yell.
Yeah, well, Team Yell is proving themselves as a very powerful team, I must say.
Yeah, but not as powerful as Team
Indy?
Extreme.
Oh, I mean Team Extreme?
Yeah, because Team Extreme's only like 3-4 legs. I don't think.
Well, here's the thing with Team Extreme, Greg. Everybody thinks that Team Extreme is their ally. Everybody. They all were like, oh, Team Extreme is going to be like our ally in the end. Oh. They all think Team Extreme's their ally. Maybe Team Extreme is the smartest ones because they've got everybody fooled that they think they're their ally.
True. Okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
And Team Yell's just kind of here. She's a little irritating.
I kind of like her shadiness. I mean, she lost a tooth. Come on.
That's true. She's dedicated. So at the U-turn there, that was the detour. Detour was either deliver a whole bunch of packages in this building that was based on a termite hill architecture to keep it cool.
Yes, which was interesting.
Or roll these 2 tires through one of the biggest markets in the world, down through a tunnel, up from stairs, and onto a flatbed truck.
Yeah, I think the rolling the tires was the easier thing to do, even though it was hot and far. But that building was very confusing, although it doesn't need air conditioning or heat because of the whole termite thing.
And they had people that were guiding them the whole time.
Yeah,
so it was just a time killer more than anything.
It was more of a time killer because there were no elevators.
Right. So
That's the thing.
So the smart teams did the rolling the tire.
Yes.
And the not smart team didn't. And then the U-turn teams had to do both.
I thought it was really funny when the the racers got there to a truck and they just started loading stuff into a truck. And the guys are like, okay, load those tires into our truck, like free tires.
Right.
And they're like, where's the clue? Where's the clue? Where's the clue?
And then the driver goes, oh yeah, no, this isn't your
Oh,
truck.
no.
No, you're right, no. Sorry.
That was funny.
That was very funny. So the Indy boys got lost. Everyone kind of lapped them. It just so happened that the teams were U-turn when they did the opposite of the two tasks.
Right.
And when they got to the second task, there both was an original team at each one to tell them what to do.
Right. And they were very nice about it.
Yeah, the twins told Team Yell what to do, and the lifeguards told Team Indy told
Extreme.
told the Big Brothers what to
Big
do.
Brother.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. This was everybody caught up to everybody because they went to one of those singing challenges.
Yeah,
we have to
dancing
sing in the native tongue and then show how awesome you are at performing, basically.
So they had to sing and perform a song in the language Shona, and everyone seemed to hate it.
Everyone hated it. You know who hated it the most? Cody. Oh my gosh, he didn't want to rehearse. He was frustrated. He was angry.
Yeah. And everyone else got frustrated. The twins knew they were terrible.
The twins knew they were terrible, and they were rhythmically challenged like nobody I've ever seen.
Right. Oh, no.
And they're twins, so they have that gene of like not one's better than the other. They're both like equally rhythmically challenged.
Right. And Christy hated it too. So much
Christy
that Jen had to really kind of
Like-
get her excited and
Like just
lighten
to
her
get
up.
through it.
She grates me a little bit.
Well, especially when she teamed up with Cody.
Yeah.
I mean, that brought out her ugly side.
Jen and Cody were fine.
Oh yeah, Jen and Cody were fine.
Christy and Jess.
When she teamed up with Jess, it brought out her ugly side.
Yeah, well, it wasn't that good. So anyway, basically whoever persevered the most is who got out of there first.
Mm-hmm.
So the lifeguards were first. Second time first.
Yes.
Because when you proposed, they were first.
And they got another trip to somewhere for their wonderful
Lucia.
wedding. Oh, is that where they got to go?
And ice cream.
That's nice.
Oh, and they got ice cream from the vineyard. That's right. Team Extreme came in second, barely. They were
Barely.
just right behind them.
You know who was right behind them?
That was the Indy boys with Toad Boy.
Yes, which Greg does not like this boy very much at all.
No.
Because he doesn't really offer much. You know what? He even didn't know how to drive a 4x4 truck.
Yeah,
And
he got
it
the
stuck.
truck
Stuck. Truck stuck.
Ugh.
He's frustrating.
He's terrible. And then Team Yell was right after that. And then the last two teams to check in, right behind each other, Cody and
Jessica. And then
the twins.
like, I think it was like maybe a 5-minute delay.
No, because they're still on the mat.
Oh.
Yeah, so there wasn't that much delay.
Wow.
between the two. So
Oh,
yeah, they were very
and
frustrated.
Greg loves the twins, so
yeah,
this
they
was
were
very
my dark
sad.
horse. It was a sad time.
Very
you,
sad.
you had Wellstrung last time. I had the twins
Yes.
last time. Oh, one of the things we found out in this 2-hour episode that Brittany is a national championship paddler. Remember when they had to go
Yes.
across the river and do the little island? That we found that out from her boyfriend, whatever his name is. Whatever. So that's a good skill to have.
Yeah, paddler.
Paddler. It's like a sorority.
Or fraternity.
Yeah. So that's it. That was these 2 hours. What do you think of the partner swap?
I don't know. What I thought of the partner swap, it was unnecessary. But what did you think?
Didn't dig it.
Unnecessary.
I didn't dig it.
Like there should have been some kind of thing you get for doing it. Like
Right.
bonus. Or,
All it did is potentially, and it had the opposite of what they think they wanted it to do.
That's
It
exactly
would
what I
have
thought.
really messed with the weaker teams, how they were teamed up, but it ended up messing with the stronger teams barely.
Barely. The strong team still got through all their U-turns.
Yeah. It was no big deal. So anyway, we only have 2 weeks left.
Oh my gosh.
Two 2-hour episodes, and we're done.
Will Cody stay in with Jessica? Or will it
know.
be Team Extreme?
Still think it's Team Extreme.
You really think Team Extreme's going to win this?
Yeah.
All-female team, finally.
Well, this happened before.
I know, but I mean finally for a while.
Yes, and it's a pretty good season so far.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so the weird thing, and then we got to go. The post-race interview with Team Yell. Okay, you notice
Yeah.
how they dress nerdy and they have the Yell hats on,
Yes,
and
yes,
they're just
yes.
like students and stuff. Did you notice how he was dressed on the show at the end?
No.
He had like big round fashionable dark glasses and a kind of a tailored tight shirt, and she was in a tight top with
Why?
her hair done and stuff.
What does that mean to you? Like it was shot afterward?
No, I think they're playing a role in the race. the nerdy kids.
Oh, and they're really like...
Well, we know they're management consultants in real life.
Right,
So
but maybe they're not even Yale?
No, I think they're from Yale, but they're not they're playing the college kid stuff, or they're not.
Oh, they're trying to play younger.
Yes, they're trying to play
I get it now.
younger, less
like
involved.
less experienced. Like, oh, I'm younger, I'm less experienced.
Watch the end, and you'll see. It's like it took me a second to realize that's them because they're all gussied up.
Oh, well, we'll find out their real ages for you and put them here.
Yeah. So anyway, stick around. 2 weeks ago, who do you think's going to win? I think it's going to be Team Extreme.
And I think, gosh, who did I think?
I don't know.
My guys are gone.
Your
now.
guys are gone. Are you gonna go to the dark side for Big Brother?
I cannot go to Cody and Jessica. I do not want them to win.
No. So who's left is the Lifeguards,
Oh,
Team Extreme,
no.
Toad Boy,
No.
Team Yell,
No.
or Big Brother.
Oh.
If I had to, if I wasn't to Extreme, I would probably.
I'm going to go
say
Team Yale.
Team Yell.
Team Yale. I do like the lifeguards, but especially now that they're engaged, they seem much happier.
True. Anyway, comment. Let us know.
All right.
We'll see you next week.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching the James and Greg Show.
Hope you enjoyed this episode. You know what we need you to do now?
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Yes.
And then share this, like it, and comment on each video.
Yeah, you'll see lots of special guests.
Yeah, and watch our episodes. We do recaps of your favorite shows. We have little adventures, and we have special guests.
And sometimes we're funny.
Subscribe.